It's 4 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. It must mean I'm going over to Yorkshire. Off back over to Fitzwilliam this morning, and I'm determined not to be there later than I should be. I do like getting there. I do like getting to car boot sales early. The last couple of times I've been over there, field has already been pretty full. But last week, I certainly couldn't grumble about it because it's still filled the trolley twice over and got some really good pickups. Quite a few items of which have already sold, so happy days. So a quick stop for money and coffee, and we'll get over there. Let's rock and roll. That was my like Yorkshire accent. Do you like it? I think I've done it, you know. Third time's a charm. I've got it at a reasonable hour. There's a few people here. Definitely not a full field like last time though. I mean, as far as cars are concerned. So, time to get in there. Morning. How much is your Scrabble? That's lovely, cheers. How much have you got in your stereo? Oh, it says £10.
Yeah. I've got the same thing. How much is it? It says £10.
Yeah, that's it.
There are 4.
4. Lovely.
Proper gaming microphone, plus I talk to the rest of the world on it.
Got you. What, is it branded or is it just like a generic one?
I have no idea. It cost me 70 quid.
Yeah. I bought one just recently, you know.
That's the bracket that goes on the desk.
Yeah.
They're a size 5. They were made to measure.
They're riding boots?
Yeah. They're Italian. And they have my initials on.
Oh, very posh.
Yeah. At £800 I was rather good.
Absolutely, yeah.
Alberto
Faciani, that's the fella.
Yeah.
I know him well. Comes from Pontefract, doesn't he?
Cas Vegas.
Oh, there you go. How much you after for him?
Like 150. I ordered them at Windsor in 2019.
Yeah, it's going to be the right buyer for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You wrote the right kind of money for him there, definitely. Actually, not for me though. All the very best to you, love. How much you got on your Game Boy, Paul?
50 quid, mate.
50. I used to love that game, Worms.
Go on, treat yourself.
Oh, I don't know if I'm feeling that flashy, you know, today. How much are they?
15 quid.
It's still here for you,
Yeah. I turned up and
I was going to say you paid it for 6.
you did 10?
Nah, man, gotta get 15 for that.
Yeah. I was going to have them anyway. Could have chanced me hand, hadn't I?
What am I doing with these?
Thank you.
Cheers, boss. Not 1,000,000% convinced that they're genuine Timberlands, but they're my size. So worst case scenario, we've got a new pair of boots.
Hi, Steve.
How much you on those, Paul?
5 a minute.
Did you go 3?
No, mate.
Kevin, thank you.
Mate, thank you.
Oh, nice one, thank you.
Thank you very much, mate.
Cheers,
Cheers, thank you.
How much is that? It's tidy as that, isn't it?
You what, love?
It's tidy.
I don't know what it is, but it is fully working.
Yeah.
It's been charged up. What, 8 quid for it, love?
Would you do 5?
No, love.
Yeah, we can do 8 quid.
You what, love?
We can do 8 quid for that. That's
Same as I
sweet.
said, I wouldn't be taking it if.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
Cheers.
Thanks
Have a
very
good day,
much. I
love.
much appreciate that, love. Thank you.
Morning, Peter.
All right.
How are you?
Ah, I've got something.
Oh yeah, I've only been here like 10 minutes maybe. I'm still a little bit late, but not too late.
I just want batteries to them, mate.
Alright, yeah.
I think there's my handsets in this.
3 handsets, 3 chargers, 3 bases. That's always a good sign, isn't it? How much you after for him?
How much? Make me an offer. 4 quid.
4 quid. I was going to say 4 quid actually. And how much are on your clippers?
Pardon?
How much are you on your clippers?
I want 30 quid for them.
30?
They haven't, I bought them. I've 2 dogs, I bought them and they won't let me cut them.
Ah, right, yeah, a bit nervous like.
They've never been used. They've been open, but they haven't been used.
Smashing, thanks buddy, have a good day.
Yeah.
How much you got on your binoculars?
5 each.
How much you got on these, pal? Sound, cheers buddy.
Thanking you.
It's a full set, that, love.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that idea, pal.
Working mate, just got it given yesterday, £1.
How much are your bowls?
15 for 3 man.
We did a 10.
Pardon?
We did a 10.
Kind of 10
Yeah, no worries. Go on, I'll take them for 15.
Come on now.
Yeah. I second guess myself.
A nice set.
Yeah, they're really good neck as well.
They are, yeah.
Sorry. Should say
Okay.
one first one, shouldn't I? You start a juggling act.
Don't drop them on your toes.
See ya.
Yeah.
Dalton, thank you sir. Have a good day.
Yeah, all right. Oh, right, very nice. I don't know the name of the flower.
How much is that one, love?
£1. That's got batteries in it.
Yeah, I've seen, yeah.
Thank you, lovely.
All right, no problem.
Thank you, love.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you.
Excuse me, pal. How much you got on kettle?
Tenner. Looking all right.
I suppose you did 5, would you?
No. Got it.
Yeah, no worries. How much have you got on those?
At 10.
Very unusual, not seen like a pair like that before.
Yeah, but it's summery.
Yeah,
Summery.
yeah. Cracking if you've got sweaty feet.
You are.
Good if you got sweaty feet.
I'm just selling them for my daughter.
Yeah. Why did I say that? I'm an idiot.
£3.
£5 mate.
However, have you got the base for that one?
No, I haven't.
No
You'll have to either cut that off or
Yeah,
drill an all
brackets,
in
like-
box.
yeah, yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were going to come over again.
Well, it's looking like it's going to chuck it down tomorrow for Strawberry Field. So I thought,
Right, yeah.
yeah, I thought get ahead of the game.
Yeah, well, good luck.
They're all
Cheers, pal, you too.
untested. Them in that box are tested.
We'll do that for a
Bums
fiver.
were £3, mate.
It is, isn't it? Is there a brand on this?
Is a brand?
Yeah, yeah.
No fucking idea.
Oh, here we are. How fitting is it?
It's angle poise, that.
Yeah,
I've just
yeah,
put
yeah.
that so I don't trap my fingers.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Some power in that spring, isn't there?
Yeah. And then that can alter it to whatever that wants,
Yeah.
tighten it up.
You say a fiver for that as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Why not?
I'll take both of them.
It works, mate, but you want a plug on.
Of
I
course,
only
yeah,
know
yeah.
it works because it's come from my neighbours.
Yeah. See that, jobs are good.
Yeah.
So it did.
And I'm going to take a risk and take a thingy for the camera. That, well worth a fiver, that cost. Seriously. There's no screen on it, that.
No, no, no. It's old school, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
not really much meat on it.
Then,
No.
all right then.
Thanks anyway, buddy.
Yeah, all right, bud.
Have a good weekend. How you doing? All right?
You took that, yeah?
Yes, mate. Yeah, yeah.
Got car boots.
Yeah, yeah, mate. What's your name?
We saw you last night. Last night.
I said though, listen,
Cracking.
you both haven't got your covers on.
We got the same trolley.
Yeah, you haven't got your covers on. You're supposed to
You're
YouTubers.
twins.
Supposed to have a cover on.
I didn't get one with this.
I didn't.
No.
Look at this. He ain't got the pockets in this. Like I have.
Ah, that's
don't
the
be
upgrade,
swapping
isn't
him.
it?
Don't let him kick you out now, because we have to swap him, Lee.
No.
What's your name, pal?
Ben.
Ben, I'll give you a shout out in the next video, mate.
We walked you last night.
Oh, Belton. Nice one. Thank you,
Good
mate.
lad, isn't that,
We didn't get to sleep, but 1 o'clock in the morning.
You're joking.
And
That's what I
I
wanted
no
to
way.
do when I said, Dave, at YouTube.
I bet,
I was up.
I'm one of the idiots who watch you. You'll try something to watch,
I bet you
innit?
shattered, didn't you?
Something to watch.
Back over here
No
this
way.
morning.
Oh, you did better than me. I think it
And,
was just after.
and I was back on.
That's no excuse, Ben, mate. You have a good day, pal.
Yeah. Not a bag. If you've got one. Yeah. Mainly all a pound. I bet every bugger in his dog wants to bloody well.
Yeah, pal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Cheers. So, first trip around the field and a full trolley. So, I'm going to head back to the car, drop all this stuff off and find a bush. I need a bush.
This is back to Dave.
Hi, you love, you alright? I've been making your dad famous.
You never shut up about it. What have you done? He said, I'm on YouTube.
Don't see, yeah. 15 minutes of fame and all
I
that.
know, that's Andy Warhol, yeah.
Oh, you're not filming us now, are you?
What, he insisted.
No.
I'll not put you on if you don't want to be on, don't worry about it. I'll not put you on.
Oh,
I'll
lovely.
So I'll just put like a funny face over her or something. That's what it is.
Got through hours.
How much is your jacket, love?
I'll take 8 for that, love. Proper
Alright.
triumph. That's a proper 1990s one. You know.
Did you go 5?
No, I can't, love.
No worries, yeah.
Thank you.
I'd be kicking myself if I didn't. Thanks, love,
Cheers, pal.
cheers.
So put him in
Oh,
the
sorry.
bucket. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh. I just walked this morning. That's a good one. Used it a lot of times.
Yeah, plastic suit.
The little
I
small
don't know
gas
who
bottle.
that. That's my uncle. I don't really know how it works. So I'm not surprised you got it.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, it's a bit rusty.
Yes, I was thinking.
Yeah. How much you want for it?
Quid. It probably works perfect actually,
Yeah,
but
I
it
just
shouldn't
need-
be like that behind. I know it has to have left the batteries in too long.
It just needs a dig out, I think.
Yeah,
right?
it needs to be screwed out of it.
Yeah. Gotta be worth a risk at a
Well,
quid.
that's quid.
Yeah. Thank you, cheers.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
How much is your wallpaper?
I'll give you a lot for 15. It's Lord Ashley.
Yeah.
I give more than that for one of them. I just never used it. It's like opposites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like.
I could do 10.
I'll take 12 because another lady's coming to give me 20. She's coming back maybe. Yeah, I give 20 odd quid a roll for them.
I know, yeah, it's not cheap stuff, is it? Just like you've done well clearing your table anyway.
I'm trying to sell it quick and just sneak out that back
That's it,
gate.
yeah. You're perfectly positioned here as well.
Yeah,
Very
okay.
easy escape.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, ladies. Have a good day.
Right, you know.
Now, I am not a smart man, but I know what a good car boot is.
That's the worst Forrest Gump impression you'll hear, like, probably ever. Another very successful day at the Fitzwilliam car boot. Not quite 2 trolleys full this week. Probably 1 1/3, 1 1/2. Some very good pickups though. Again, a great amount of variation, which is always good. It's one thing I wouldn't recommend is just sticking to one thing. You need to be constantly broadening your experience. That's just my humble opinion anyway. But it seems to be working for me so far, so make of that what you will. Now sadly I'm not going to get a nap today. It's a packing day and it's been a very good couple of days. I think I've got about a dozen items going out today. So I do my shipping on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday morning, and there's some decent value stuff going out as well. I won't vlog it, but what I will do is take you home now and go through what I picked up and how much I'm looking to list it for. See you in a bit. So the week kind of got ahead of me a little bit, workload wise. So I'm actually filming this 2 days later now, and you probably noticed I've had a bit of a trim as well. It needed it. It's getting a bit wild. There's actually fewer pickups than I thought there was actually. Like I said in the outro to the field bit, I filled the trolley 1.5 times maximum kind of thing. But anyway, total pickups was 18 and the total amount spent is £105. I haven't mentioned this for a while, so just to explain what I do in my videos as opposed to other YouTubers doing this kind of thing that you might watch, rather than give you prices for individual items, I'll tell you a total amount spent on a given trip. The reason I do that is because the prices that you pay at car boots for items are very subjective. It depends on how lucky you are, it depends on how good your negotiation skills are, lots and lots of different factors. So the price I pay for things isn't necessarily the price that you can get those things at. So it's almost an irrelevance. So I'd much rather tell you how many items are picked up and a total amount spent. Right, so let's jump into it. Okay, so this was probably one of the last pickups of the day. We've got 11 rolls of Laura Ashley Home wallpaper, 2 different types. I think they were bought together to complement each other. I don't pretend to know a great deal about interior design, but I know Laura Ashley is a very well-known name. I've also spoken to a couple of people that have mentioned picking it up in the past as well and having really good results with it. So there's 11 rolls, and it's important when you're picking up wallpaper that you check the batch numbers. With wallpaper, again, I'm no decorator, but if you're buying wallpaper, it's a really good idea to buy the same batch number, so the colours and the patterns are very accurate and it's easier to match them up. So I think all these are the same batch number, which is very handy. That's the lighter ones, or should I say the green or white. And the white on green, we've got 4 of the same batch number and 1 oddball. So that'll probably be getting sold on its own. For the purposes of this video, what I'm going to do is give you a price for selling these individually. But what I might do is see if there's any benefit in bundling them into either 2 rolls, 3 rolls, or just as a lot kind of thing. But like I say, for the purposes of this video, the listing value I'm putting on each roll is £12. Something I'm picking up quite a few of just recently. Angle poise lamp. This is very much a modern one. It's a bit grubby, but it's actually still got its tag on it. It came from Matalan, which doesn't bother me in the slightest. I don't give a monkey's where they come from, really. They're really good sellers. If you look past the grubbiness on it, it's actually in really good condition. Listing value I've put on that lamp is £20. Some more phones. This is another example of don't take it for granted. What's on the box is what's in the box. But this is a set of 3 phones. The main unit is a telephone answering machine, and there's 2 extra base units, 3 handsets in total with all the wires. This is the BT Studio Plus. It does need a really good wipe down, but there's no damage to them. I think, if memory serves, the guy said there was no batteries with these. Yeah, I'm going to need to find some rechargeable batteries to include with these. But once I've sourced those, the listing value I've put on that is £30. Some more bowls. I think there's a few people who are on the Facebook group that are picking up on this trend as well. These Thomas Taylor size 2 bowls are in extremely good condition. Very chuffed with it. The lack of wear they've had to them. Thomas Taylor is a good brand of bowls to be looking for. Also, you're looking for the likes of Henselite and Green Master. They're other higher end brands, if you will. The Brucey bonus with this set of 2 bowls is they come with a jack as well. Now, because of the brand, because of the condition, listing value I've put on those is £50. Now, this digital radio by Pure is actually a really good name to watch out for as far as digital radios are concerned. In fact, electronics generally. This one's a pretty cool looking one, an unusual compared to some of the comps. They sell very, very well. It's got its mains charger in there. Obviously they work off leads as well. This one's unusual in the fact that it's got a really cool Union Jack design on it. So the listing value we've put on this radio is £35. This jacket caught my eye. At first I thought it was a fashion jacket. It's smaller than I would like, but it's a Triumph Motorcycles jacket. Looks like it's had very, very little wear. This is probably more of a junior size. It's a XS, so obviously a very small ladies or junior size. I thought it was a fashion jacket at first, but there is actually a zip to connect to the pants and also pockets for back armour, shoulder armour and elbow armour. This didn't come with the armour, but obviously it can be converted. I'm not entirely sure if they were sold originally with this jacket. Triumph as a brand do have a tendency to try and milk people for as much money as they possibly can. But because of the condition, the value I've put on this, the listing value I've put on this is £45. Now this second angle poise lamp was actually quite difficult to value. It's a vintage lamp. It's a real heavy, sturdy thing. I would imagine this is more sort of like an industrial lamp than something you use at home. But speaking to the chap who I bought it off, apparently a neighbour used it for crafting, but it probably would look more at home in a dentist surgery or something like that. The good news is they sell for extremely healthy money. The bad news is this one didn't come with either a bracket or a base. I suspect it's going to be worth my while sourcing one. So it needs a little bit of work doing to it. Listing value I've put on this when complete is £35. Another standard pickup for me, the magnetic travel Scrabble. This one is complete. It's got its instructions with it again. You've seen me pick maybe 2 or 3 of these up over the last month. So nice bread and butter sale there, £15, reasonably quick flip as well for those. Now this is something that people often walk past because obviously phones can do a much better job, but there's still a huge market for old tape voice recorders. This one's quite a good quality one actually. Realistic, I think, if memory serves, is an American brand, perhaps used to belong to the old Tandy group. Now I actually got this for quite a bit less than the lady was asking, on the basis that in the battery compartment there's quite a bit of leak. The reason I bought it anyway is the connectors, they look in reasonably healthy order, so I'm thinking for what I paid for it, for what I ended up paying for it, it was worth taking the risk, because the listing value on this is going to be £20. I bought these guys together because they just complement each other. Obviously from the Disney movie Monsters Inc. This is Sully. I'm pretending that I know what I'm talking about as far as Disney characters are concerned now. This is something I'd have to confer with my daughter on surely. But anyway, Sully and Mike were just churches. I don't know, I can't pronounce his surname. Sully and Mike from Monsters Inc. The Sully is actually Disney store, but the Mike isn't, unfortunately. But I'm going to bundle them together anyway because I think that's going to be the best thing to do. Sully is a decent size as well. Looks in very, very good condition. On his own, you're probably looking at around £15 for Sully, but with Mike, I'm going to stick that up to £20. So listing value for those guys, £20. I really like picking up vintage radios, particularly ones that are quite small and easy to pack. The brand is Crown with this one, model CLR9230. It's got a bit of wear to it, but stuff like this often has. I've been hanging around for quite a long time, obviously. Just an AM/FM radio. It's got its powered lead with it. Nice bread and butter item. Listing value on that, £15. But this is an Oregon Scientific Smart Globe Junior. There is a more bigger kids version of this that sells for a lot more money. Fortunately, this had the batteries in so I could test it, which is a Brucey bonus.
I'd to choose. Food. Perfect. Where do you want to go? Turn the globe when the music plays. Can you eat with
This toy was made in China.
Bye-bye.
Bye. They're actually a lot more popular than people might think though. Educational toys, there's always a decent market for them. So listing value I'm putting on that globe is £20. Now this Dremel, I was hanging around for ages while the guy who was handling it before me was making his mind up. And you've probably been in the position yourself where you're thinking, don't buy it, put it down, just so you can swoop in for the kill. I was in that exact same boat. Fortunately, in this instance, the guy decided he didn't want it and put it back down on the ground sheet, so I swooped in. So this is a Dremel 300, not one of the higher end models, but there's obviously, it's a well-known brand and the desirable bits of kit to have in a toolbox. This one comes with a few tools in pretty good condition. It needs a bit of a wipe and the box needs a bit of a degunge. So listing value I've put on the Dremel is £25. Shoe time, and as is becoming annoyingly regular, there's one pair of shoes that's been the fail. See if you can tell what it is just before I start. So first up is these slightly tatty looking pair of super dry boots. There's no damage to them, but they're obviously pretty well worn, and the sole is, it won't pass an MOT, put it that way. But I picked them up because I think they still look cool and they've still got a lot of life left in them. And I'm thinking, if I think that, then at least one of the millions of people that are on eBay are going to agree with me and buy them. So if the listing value I've put on the super dry boots is £15. Now these extremely impressive looking Timberland boots, I was scratching my head about them for a bit because I'm always very wary of buying new footwear from car boots, or stuff that looks new anyway, because instantly I'm thinking, oh, there's a good chance these are fakes. But on the plus side, I mean, these Timberland boots are clearly in extremely good condition. The reason that swung the deal for me was the fact that they're my size. So after, I'm pretty confident they are genuine, but they need a little bit more digging before I have the confidence to list them. Worst case scenario, these are my size, so I've got a nice pair of boots anyway, because I'm not bothered either way as far as I'm concerned if they're fake or not if I wear them, but I am very concerned if they're fake or not if I'm trying to sell them online, of course. But assuming everything checks out and I list these, the listing value I put on these boots is £45. This is me stepping out of my comfort zone slightly. These are rock climbing boots, rock climbing trainers, shoes, rock climbing shoes we'll go for. They've got a bit of wear to them, and they say they're a size 12, but there's no way they look like a size 12 to me. I know this type of shoe is supposed to be very tight fitted, snug fitting because of the nature of what they do, but even so, it looks more like an 8 or a 9 to me. But anyway, we'll go off the label size. Like I said, bits and pieces of wear, clearly been well used, but there's loads and loads of life left in these. The brand is Red Chili, and the listing value I've put on these is £20. I do like my Vans. These Vans they're in pretty good condition actually. There's a little bit of scuffing on them, nothing certainly significant, but aside from that, they look like they've been well looked after, all the rubbers. They're not going to take much cleaning up at all, these. So a nice bread and butter sale again. Listing value on these Vans, £15. Now these, if you got it right, were my cock up of the day, and I've got my mate Peter to thank for pointing these out. I'd already bought them at the time, so it was just, anyway, it's my own cock up, so I should have checked. I need to spend more time checking footwear when I'm picking it up. The brand on these is Salomon. They're a walk-in trainer, walk-in shoe. It's a very good brand actually, so Salomon is certainly one to watch out for. But do check them out, because in this instance, the sole is separating on both. It's actually a lot worse than I thought it was. So these are just knackered. Not going to be worthwhile me listing them at all. Both shoes have completely gone. So I'm not going to beat myself up over it. That's definitely a fail, and they will be going in the bin. Last pickup today. These need a really good clean up. These are smaller than I would like at a size 6. These are Adidas Nemesis. All check out. 100% genuine, obviously more of a junior boot. Might be sticking my neck out a little bit because of the size, but the listing value I'm putting on these is £20. I do, like I said before, I do like the Fitzwilliam car boot. There's always a nice variety of pickups to be had there. So totals time, like I say, total amount of pickups was 18, and the total spend was £105. And the gross listing value from today's pickups is £577. Now, obviously, I say it every time, I'll say it again, that is a gross figure. All the eBay fees have to come off that. I have to put money aside for the tax at the end of the year. But all those items and the values I've given them have be plus postage. Now there's a really good chance that I've missed something when I've been out and about in the field, and it's the biggest takeaway for me from this channel is actually you guys telling me I've missed stuff, so I can log it in the back of my mind and look out for it next time. So if you've seen anything that I missed as I've been going around from the video, comment in the comment section below this video. It helps me actually, and it helps me, I suppose, hone my skills, if you will. If you could do me a big favour guys and give this video a thumbs up, it really helps the channel, and if you're not already subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Clicking the bell will also give you a notification of next time I post a video up. Thanks very much indeed again for your support for this channel, guys. I really appreciate it. I've been Dave Keith, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.